this morning, a local nonprofit is recovering after a fire.
The fire broke out last night at the Soteria Community Development Corporation. The facility helps people get a second chance after being in jail. Jerry Blasingame founded Soteria more than 20 years ago after serving 20 years in prison. He told us that he's happy no one was hurt, but it's still a loss.
You know, we have so many memories, and we've trained so many men that are getting out of prison, you know, to build furniture in that building. You know, we kind of built that from scratch.
Now, Blasingame tells us nothing from the building can be saved. No one was inside that building when the fire started, and the cause remains under investigation.
Soteria says it does provide housing, education, employment, and much more to men and women who have been incarcerated. Earlier this year, the organization was recognized for its work by the city of Greenville and the state of South Carolina.
At 6:48, the city of Greenville is working to make the streets safer for pedestrians. Yesterday, city officials presented findings from a pedestrian safety study at an open house. Officials say from 2016 to 2021, there were more than 170 pedestrian accidents in Greenville. 53% of them happened on the same 15 streets within the city. And while people are happy the city is trying to change things for the better, some believe it's going to come down to enforcement.
All this great work done here, if it's not being enforced, if people aren't getting ticketed for speeding, etc., it's gonna be partially wasted.
The city says it will now take the feedback from the community and work to develop a plan that reduces the number of crashes and near misses involving pedestrians.
And at 6:49, a new policy for Lawrence County School District 55. All backpacks must now be see-through. Officials say the new policy will help the long-term safety of both the staff and the students. Tinted or colored transparent backpacks will not be allowed, but the bags can have colored straps. Small privacy bags will also be allowed to go inside a backpack for things such as feminine products and such. But school officials say that there are several reasons for these changes.
After a couple of incidents last year that we've had with guns on our campuses, we really looked at different ways that we could secure our buildings and our facilities to make our students safer.
The new policy will go into effect for the 2022-23 school year. And we are hearing from the pilot who landed a plane on a North Carolina mountain highway. This happened last week in Swain County. Vincent Frazier is from Cape Coral, Florida. He says he was in that private plane with his father-in-law when he noticed the plane just wasn't flying right. He thought he was going to have to land on a bridge or a lake, but then he saw Highway 74 there in western North Carolina. He says his training from the Marines kicked in.
You kind of go into like a robotic mode, I guess you'd say. Almost. The only thing I can describe is like when you're in the Marine Corps, you don't question anything, you just do it.
And he did it safely. Frazier says the plane stopped pulling fuel, which caused the emergency landing. The high-stakes landing is not deterring him from flying, though. He's a flight attendant for Allegiant Airlines and will continue to train to get his commercial license.
It's 6:50, and doctors are warning about new Omicron variants driving the latest surge in hospitalizations and deaths in recent weeks.
Yeah, meanwhile, the White House announced a new strategy this week to help stop further spread. Amy Lou is in Washington.
Patrick and Destiny, the variants are more transmissible, but not necessarily more potent in causing severe disease. And if you're not up to date, doctors say don't wait until fall, get your boosters now.
The virus continues to evolve very quickly. We have to constantly be updating our response.
A warning on new and evolving Omicron variants. Doctors say the BA4 and BA5 strains now account for more than 80% of cases. Early data suggesting both can surpass previous infection and vaccination.
We do not know yet about the clinical severity of BA4 and BA5 in comparison to our other Omicron subvariants, but we do know it to be more transmissible and more immune evading.
On Tuesday, the White House COVID response team outlined a plan to manage spread with a renewed call for masking, more access to testing and treatment, and consideration of a second booster for those under 50.
Obviously, this is something that is an FDA regulatory decision. Those are the people most qualified to look at the data and to make a decision whether or not they would extend the regulation.
Right now, data shows 1 in 5 counties in the U.S. are at high transmission rates. The CDC is telling people in those areas to consider masking indoors while in public. In Washington, I'm Amy Lou, WYFF News 4.
Thank you, Amy. Back here in the Upstate, Clemson football coach Dabo Swinney is tackling a new business venture off the field. Swinney is now a franchise partner for the new Walk-On's Sports Bistro restaurant near Clemson's campus. It's a sports restaurant with a Louisiana-inspired menu. A coming soon party was held yesterday at the College Avenue location.
The opportunity to bring something like this to Clemson, which I really, we've got a lot of great restaurants around here, and this will be a great addition. It really will. It'll be really basically a lot of fun and a tailgate opportunity more times than just, 7 days a year.
Walk-Ons will open just before football season this August. Clemson's home opener is on September 10th.
All right, well, a fifth grader from the Upstate won a National Girl Scout essay contest. Amelia Pearson is from Easley, and her essay won the Girl Scouts to the Moon and Back contest. She'll be awarded a space science badge that will travel to space on NASA's Artemis 1. That mission is NASA's first step toward the goal of sending the first woman and first person of color to the moon. The launch is planned for August. We'd like to wish Amelia congratulations. Well, at 6:53, and some pet owners, you should take a close look at what you're feeding your canine. Stormberg Foods is recalling numerous dog treats due to potential salmonella contamination. The products being pulled are Begg and Barker chicken strips. Those are chicken breast strips. Billow's Best Friend chicken breast strips, and the Green Coast Pets chicken crisp. According to the FDA, the company was informed by officials in North Carolina that a sample tested positive for salmonella. So far, no related illnesses have been reported.
6:53, and TikTok is rolling out a rating system to help prevent children from viewing mature content. Similar to ratings used for movies and video games, the system will flag videos with mature or complex themes and assign it then a maturity score. The European Consumer Organization filed a complaint against TikTok last year, claiming it failed to protect minors from hidden advertisements and potentially harmful videos. And it's not the first time, and it's not the first complaint that TikTok has received on this issue. The new features will also allow users to customize their For You pages by selecting content to avoid.
Well, Twitter is rolling out a new feature called unmentioning. It means if someone mentions you in a conversation, you can remove yourself. Twitter says it wants to help people, quote, control unwanted attention. To use unmentioning, go to the three-dot menu next to a tweet, and you'll see an option that says get you out of this conversation. So you'll be untagged in replies, even though your username will still show up in the conversation. The feature comes as a social network has been building anti-abuse features.
Okay, and happening today, 5 Papa John's locations in the Upstate are sponsoring a fundraiser. This is for the family of fallen Spartanburg County Deputy Austin Aldridge. On your screen here is the list of Papa John's that are participating. When placing an order, customers just have to use the code HERO when you buy your pizza. This will work both online and in the store. Deputy Aldridge was killed in the line of duty last month. 100% of the profits will be donated to his family.